In this trip, we visit Sandstone Bluffs, Ventana Arch, Lava Falls, and El Cauldron Trail in El Malpais National Monument, Inscription Rock in El Morro National Monument, Winslow, Arizona, Flagstaff, Arizona, Tuzigoot, Pueblo in Ruins, Montezuma Castle, Pueblo in Ruins, and Montezuma Well, Pueblo in Ruins, all near Cottonwood, Arizona. We're hiking the Ventana Arch Trail today in El Malpais, New Mexico, a national monument. I think I know where this rock came from. This natural arch and bridge in the cliff. We're going to be hiking the Lava Falls Trail here. This is the youngest lava flow, and it's marked by piles of rocks, or cairns as they call them. So I'll go out here a ways, and if it's too treacherous and too rough, then I'll turn back. But let's see if this is the trail. It says look for the rock piles. I don't see one yet, but this seems to be a well-worn path here. And it could be the trail over there, and it could be the trail over here. I haven't seen my first rock pile yet. Oh, there's a tiny one. Jeez. I was looking for a bigger pile of rocks than that. All right, they said spot the next one before you move on. Now I know I'm looking for little piles of rock. The picture they showed me at the visitor center showed a giant pile of rocks a couple of feet high. Oh, there's a pile right there. Found it. So this pile of rocks is hiding behind the bushes from that pile. Oh boy. All right, well let's keep going. All right, this is interesting here because you can see the little ripples and lava flow, and then over here in the distance, just a little ways you can see this was the end of the lava flow. From here on, it's nice ground. It could be farmed or lived on or something. Check out these crevices. Big cracks all through. Can't see into those because we're looking into the light, but the crack goes way on down there. And the cairn's got a little bit bigger, a little easier to spot now. Ooh, sun's shining way down in there. Okay, we've got an opening up here. Looks like we should have a nice view. Funny how it just slopes off into a little valley there. Okay, this is getting a little sketchy here. A lot of loose gravel, uneven surface. And I didn't bring any water with me because it was only a mile. But I'm getting a little dry. And I keep thinking, well, just one more pile of rocks, one more pile of rocks. Maybe that'll be it. And I don't know how much further I would have to go. And if there's anything worth seeing if I go further. So the trail continues on down that way and probably goes up and around the other side over there, or doubles back somewhere, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna call it quits here. So it's a nice hike if you like walking on black, scratchy, sharp rocks. Thank goodness there's no cactus. I've not seen any cactus out here. It's 32 degrees this morning, and instead of getting up and starting the diesel heater and getting the van all nice and toasty warm, I decided to get up and just get dressed and get out and enjoy the weather, because it's going to be 74 degrees in shorts by, I don't know, noon, 1 or 2. So just enjoying a nice cool morning here. This is Joe's Skiing Campground, south of Grants, New Mexico, in the Malpais National Monument area. I thought I had gotten up early enough this morning to beat the sun, but the sun is already up and shining. It just hasn't gotten over the cliff yet to reach me. There's a little view of the campground. One of the cleanest pit toilets I've ever seen. I've been here 2 nights, and I'll probably stay a third. After all the busyness of Santa Fe, and getting over here and just enjoying the peace and quiet, it's serving me well. When you travel, you have to take a couple of days every once in a while and rest with nothing special to do, nowhere special to go. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. So I go out and take a hike in the morning or something, and by noon it's getting hot, so it's time to come back to the campground, chill out for the afternoon, take it easy. Just remembering bits and pieces of this trip this morning, and the places that I've been, things I've seen, where I've stayed. I've had warm, sunny weather, blowing wind, snow, torrential downpours, fog. I've experienced it all in the last couple of weeks. Part of my morning routine here, if the inverter doesn't die on me, a little fresh ground whole bean coffee. We're going to make sure water gets hot before we do anything else. I've never done a tour of the van, so this would be a good morning to do that. I've got my little working desk on the driver's side here. Kitchen, refrigerator on the left. And we have a bathroom and shower here, and storage room. Several drawers here. Cooking utensils. Got a pantry right here for food items right beside the sink. The bed. And I opened the back doors for better light. There's a roll-up shade back there that I'll show you in a minute. And we've got a control panel right here that we can raise the bed up to get to the little garage area. And I've pretty much come up with the perfect size containers for storing little things and big things, paperware, pantry items, extra clothing, my drone, my e-bike. And you can see what the back is like. That's a little roll-up shade right there that zips down on both sides, and you can zip it all the way down and then unzip a portion that is a bug screen. So we've got my water supply right there, and power cords right here, ladders, electrical connections, more plumbing, and all. So it's been working out pretty good. We're hiking the Cauldron Trail today in the Malpais National Monument, and this is the first little stop we came to here. So this is a volcanic region, and I guess some of these holes were lava caves that crashed in, or where eruptions were happening, or lava was spilling out. So we'll see. So this is Junction Cave here. Hopefully I've got that framed up. And obviously this cave is connected to the one that is immediately to my right that I just showed. And here's another big hole in the ground. Seems like when you're out west, you're always celebrating big holes in the ground. A little better view from here. This is double sinks. There's two holes side by side here. Oh, and that's starting to look like a serious I don't want to fall in there. Let's see where the other one is. I mentioned that as I get older, I'm a little less steady on my feet, so I'll become much more cautious walking and getting close to the edge of places, just for the purpose of a photograph. And especially on these rough, sharp rocks here, I don't want to fall down, because that would be a serious injury. This is a bat cave with 1,000 to 100,000 bats in the summer. Okay, so we have a cave off in that direction, and one over here. That one is marked closed, so that must be where the bats are at. They don't want anybody in there for fear of spreading the white nose disease or virus. This is Inscription Loop in the Morro National Monument, and I've already done 2 miles of hiking today, and it just about wore me out. But they said this is a half-mile loop, so I should be able to handle it. You can see the stains on the rock where the water comes down, and it looks like there's a little pond down here with some cattails or something growing in it. So even in the desert, there's water and water-loving plants and animals. There's probably frogs in there. Would be fun to be here in a rainstorm and see the water coming down. So this looks to be the beginning of the Inscription Rock here. Some very faint carving up there. Hopefully we'll see some better ones. But I'm just amazed at the size of this rock. There's some inscriptions in the little white area there. And in the brown area here, there's some handprints and zigzag markings and some people. This is a little closer look here. I can't tell if that's markings or vandalism. Then we've got some more elaborate stuff here. Got a whole wall here with markings. (1866). Somebody was an experienced stone carver to carve that. So all these appear to be travelers, not Indians. I don't see much Indian folk art carvings here, except right there. There's a little zigzag line going up and some boxes and shapes. But the star, I don't think the Indians knew how to carve a star. This rock has a huge crack coming all the way down from the top, and it appears people have been climbing it there. It looked like some anchors, rock anchors in it. But if that thing decides to fall off, it's going to make a big bang for sure. Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. I'm staying 2 blocks away from this place. Haven't made it here yet. Got the little flatbed truck right here. Glen Fry Drive. Here's the old selfie spot. Sitting there with some wings. talk to people, they tell you about things, where to go, what to see. So I didn't even know about this place. This is the La Posada Hotel in Winslow, Arizona. Everybody hears about standing on the corner. You never hear about the La Posada Hotel. But I'll try to find out some history about that later. But right now I'm just going to walk around and see what I can see. One thing I do know, it's an Amtrak station. Surprise. Another railroad stop, another train, another Amtrak station. Used to be a Harvey house or what. This is the La Posada Hotel from the track side. We got some people out here watching trains and hanging out, just enjoying the day. This is a Flagstaff Visitor Center and Amtrak station. And down the road a little ways, they've got a old steam engine on display. So we're going to go look at that. Got the old and the new side by side here. Pretty neat. Trains going by. And we got an old steam engine on display here. So we're walking through historic downtown Flagstaff on old Route 66 here. And I might have to come up here and spend the day. But I think I'm going to be looking for a place to spend the night right now. Today I'm visiting Tuzigoot, a pueblo structure on top of a hill in Cottonwood, Arizona. So we have the ancient hilltop structures where people used to live. And over there, the current hilltop structures where modern day people live. This is the money shot right about here. All right, today we're visiting Montezuma's Castle, some cliff dwellings south of Cottonwood, Arizona. Well, apparently they had 5 floors of construction here, and people living up the side of the canyon wall. Worth a visit, especially if you have a senior pass, because otherwise all these little parks you go into are going to cost you $10 a shot. And I think the senior pass is $80 now. So if you're 62, get a senior pass. A lot of people don't know about it. This is a trail to Montezuma's well, so let's check it out. This is the trail to the bottom of the well here. We have a small dwelling and shelter area here. And these are the little cliff dwellings down here. Several rooms built out. And of course, graffiti. This is the overlook viewpoint on the opposite side of where the trail first enters. There's more ruins just on the back side of the well. And this is the return trail back down to the parking lot. These are the steps down to the well outlet. They've built an interesting channel here. Be interesting to know why they don't let it just run straight out into the river. Found another train to ride. This is a long train. I'll have to count the cars and see how many cars are in this train. All right, time to get on board.
Well, all the batteries charged?
All the batteries are charged, everything's firing on all cylinders, I hope. All right, we're getting ready to head out of the station here. So this is a view of the train in both directions. Hoping I'll enjoy this this trip. Seem to have a good table, a good table mate. Not a bunch of screaming, crying babies. Got a window seat, so it's looking good. All right, here we go. We got snacks on the table, a little bit of champagne. They've got a bar in the car here, so we're set for some fun.
So I always like to go and try to get over and see some of my good spots. And selling it to the cartel plant. Or you go, if you are ever curious on why these nicknames are burning. Now, folks, if you are a little bit of a geology buff, we're going to... Now, you folks are going to be looking for that...
View out the window there. That's all for this trip.